With the Sunday of Week 14 in the books, we like to take a recap in our spin cycle here at Pro Football Weekly, joined by senior editor Eric Edholm. And Eric, what did we learn this week?
I think we learned that it's time to reassess sort of the power in the NFL right now. And I'm talking about the two conferences. You know, a month ago, Kevin, I would have said that the NFC was the stronger conference, even though we had teams like the Patriots and Texans. But it just seems like the AFC has all the heavyweights now. Broncos are hot, Patriots, Texans, etc. And the NFC just has a lot of questions. Who's the best team right now? I know the Giants just had a huge win. I know they just beat the Packers. 49ers still winning, but boy, I just don't know what the best team is. You could maybe make a case the Seahawks are one of the scariest teams. So a lot of uncertainty, especially at the top of the NFC right now.
Couldn't help but notice, Eric, you didn't even mention the Falcons. At 11-2,
right.
Best record in the NFC, but still getting no respect. And against the Panthers, they've showed that maybe they shouldn't be getting all that respect.
Well, just the loss Sunday, I think, underscored what had been happening for about a month now. Everybody saw the trend downward, and just the questions about this team are rising right now.
Well, they're still going to make the playoffs, but you're right, the NFC certainly looks a lot different today than it did a few weeks ago. Speaking of the NFC, your biggest surprise is in that conference?
I think it's the meltdown of the Bears, just the way they've kind of collapsed. You know, the one victory against the Vikings, but then coming back Sunday and really playing terribly in the first quarter, never able to catch up to them. You know, Brian Urlacher's injury, the strange Jay Cutler situation, him getting killed and then benched at the end of that game or protected for his own safety. I don't know what the deal is. Lovey in the final year of his contract. So many issues right now. Major changes could be afoot. If they don't win, I think 3 games. I really think that's what it's going to end up taking to do it. Could they get in with a win or 2? Sure. But I think they've got to win all 3 to A, feel good about themselves, and B, to assure a spot in the NFC playoffs.
Yeah, we knew that was going to be an interesting situation when you bring in the new GM in. Obviously, Lovie Smith is not Phil Emery's guy, so this is a key season for Lovie Smith. And if you're going to start the season 7-1 like they did and not make the playoffs, which is very possible, you're going to expect some changes.
Yeah.
Player of the week, we can't give it to Adrian Peterson every week, though he did have another big game. Who's your player of the week?
Adrian would have been my player of the first quarter. Outstanding, obviously, against the Bears. But for me, the best 4-quarter performer was Cam Newton. We saw a stat line that looked a lot like his performances of 2011. Hasn't been consistent this year, but so effective with the scrambling. The 72-yard touchdown run, a number of other back-breaking runs against those Falcons. So I really thought that Newton played one of his sharpest games. Hasn't been a great season overall, but maybe, just maybe, he can save Ron Rivera's job in Carolina.
When you look at those last 4 games there, Cam Newton has played very well, looking like his rookie self. Other side of the ball, Luke Kuechly, obviously a rookie. A lot of young, good players on this team. There's going to be some changes. The new GM coming in, maybe new head coach, we're not sure. But certainly a lot to be hopeful for, even though it's been a tough season for the Carolina Panthers. That's our recap of Week 14 in the spin cycle. To see spin cycles from each division, check out our website at profootballweekly.com.